Welcome back to the farm, everyone. I'm hoping for a big day today, which may not be a good thing because it is in fact Mother's Day, and there is a Mother's Day curse that some farmers speak of. We're gonna find out, aren't we, dogs? Because I think we got a lot of acres we can jam in here. Rain moving in sometime tomorrow. We want to get a lot done today. I'm gonna go ahead and start moving equipment over to learn how to plant. Jeff's field cultivator's over there, so maybe I can run a little bit if it's dry enough first thing. No, I'm not going to take time to clean my windows. Time is of the essence, as they say. I already started the negative effects of the Mother's Day curse. I accidentally smoked a squirrel on the road just a little bit ago scouting. Feel a little bad about that. No corn planted there, and then you've got some of that earlier corn that looks incredible. Wish we could have got a lot more in, but the weather and the ground conditions never allowed it. We're playing catch up today. We made it to our stopover and learn already. This 8R with the 23-speed power shift absolutely gets after it. I'm gonna hop in Jeff's tractor here, work a little bit, and I also gotta run to a neighbor's and get some fuel because that thing's thirsty. Don't worry, planter. We'll be back for you, hopefully sooner rather than later. Oil was good. I could probably run a little bit more with that amount of fuel, and I may actually try to do so. Letting the big Cummins engine get some warmth before we just take off and pull. There's already 170 acres over here ready to plant. One, I don't have the seed tender, and two, probably could use a little bit of sunshine before it goes. A little bit of moisture came up, but it is profoundly drier over here in the Lerna area than anywhere back home. But we're gonna be planting back home today too. I'm gonna go ahead and try to work a little bit more before I get fuel. As long as it's not too wet out of the gate, the more I get work now, the earlier it'll be dry to plant when we get back around. She's pulling plenty hard in this light dirt this morning. Probably needs a little sunshine, but we are getting a dust. At what point does the low fuel light come on? I'm at 5% according to the monitor, if that's even accurate. You'd think it'd be telling me to go find some juice. I gave up. Light started flashing, 3 to 4% in the tank. I got just a little bit more of inroads to do. I think that running this out of fuel, though, would slow us down more than going getting fuel, which I got to do anyways, and coming back. So I'm gonna go get fuel. Maybe Jeff will be ready by then to run this. She's plenty thirsty. This thing gets a lot of ground covered, but man, does it suck down the fuel. I think it's got like a 350-gallon diesel tank. Imagine how many batteries it would take to run this for a day. The Schillings are longtime family friends, and of course, owners of Alliance Tractor in Mattoon, where we buy a lot of our equipment, so William said we could come a couple miles down the road and grab 100 gallons. Obviously, we're going to pay for it. We don't get it for free, but cheaper than a fuel truck or a fuel trailer. Thanks to William and his family, we're back at it, and you like what you're seeing here, plenty of dust on this black dirt. I'm not surprised it's a little drier than the first field. Chris and Jeff will be on their way shortly with the seed tender. I'll swap out with Jeff, and Chris will take me to the planter, and we'll get started on this 230 acres. This Lerna area is just buzzing like a beehive. There goes someone with a Kinsey planter, open station tractor, gonna get some stuff done. This field is working up the best right now that it's ever worked in the 3 years we farmed it. Kind of surprised, but we'll take it. Perfect timing. I've about got this 30 acres wrapped up, and there's Chris and Jeff with the tender. We'll do a little swap-a-roo. Look at that, possible blockage stopped by these Van Wall grates. That's not from these Bex beans, I don't know what that is, but it was already in here. I just noticed it when I went to fill. There is rain coming. The ground is plenty dry. We got it worked, it looks really nice out here. Gonna drop these beans in a half hole deeper. The reason being, we don't want to run any risk of them drying out if it doesn't rain. And the soil conditions are good enough that I'm pretty confident putting them back in a little bit. We're gonna cover some acres today and hopefully get a nice good stand of these 3.9 Bex beans. We've also got a little split trial here I'm excited to see. Untreated or just standard treatment package on the Bex 3997s versus standard treatment plus Saltro. It is May, so I think that there might be a possibility we're less likely to see a return on the Saltro, although I am confident that maybe there's something there, and come harvest we'll know. And we are off. without a hiccup other than hitting the big corner post and making everything shake violently. Because we played around with the depth and this soil is a little different than back home, we're going to do a quick depth check. Looking for about an inch here. Yeah, that one was maybe 1.25 inches. I think that's fine. Check one more spot. Yeah, inch maybe. By the time this settles down, it's probably 1.25 inches. We'll take it. Fit tractor sighting. There's more and more of them around every day. These deers are nice, but man, Fit is doing a good job grabbing some of this planter tractor market. Got a blockage on row 14 that I can't get cleared. I don't know if it's just a seed obstruction or what, but I'm gonna go ahead and just jump it over to here. We'll go from there. So 14 jumps from 15. 15 also doesn't have enough seed. What I can do is cheat a little bit, I think. Love that one for now. Coming back up. That's worked at least temporarily. I don't know what we got in the line. I shouldn't have said anything about those grates working. Sometimes you just get random blockages. Allie, Lenny, and Graham stopped by. They're all dressed up for Mother's Day. Feel bad we can't hang out with them. We might be paying our toll if the Mother's Day curse is true and none of this comes up, because we'll have quite a bit planted today. It's getting hard. Lenny's getting so big to hold Lenny in my lap and then have room to film and stuff, but it's nice to get them here. They're gonna go celebrate with other family members. I am about finished on this 100-acre field. Made pretty good time on it. I stopped to fill again. I wasn't out of beans, but I wanted to send Chris home to get some more. And of course, I finished the field on the opposite side of the exit. That always happens. Still running over in Lerna, and this is probably the best field conditions I've seen since March, and that's saying something. A lot of dust flying here. There's a guy planting behind me, guy working over there. William Schilling, who sold us that fuel earlier, is running right there. Good day to be farming here. One thing that is going poorly is my choice to not bring any kind of food. It's mid-afternoon. I've not had anything to eat. I didn't even think to tell Allie to bring a snack for me when she came to ride. And here we are. Still in good spirits though, so we'll take that for as long as we can. Really, we're kind of testing the age-old tale of planting the dust, your bins will bust, versus the Mother's Day planting curse. So maybe they offset and nothing crazy happens. We just have average crops. About halfway back home from Lerna, wrapped up over there with no issue. I am a little frustrated. It took me longer than I'd like, but it's not going to matter because the fields I thought I was going to be able to come west of Mattoon and plant are still too wet to work with the field cultivator. Imagine that. My consolation prize is a 20-acre field. It looks like it's working up rather nicely. The field I really wanted to start on and then come here is right west of that Ameren substation over there. It's about 65 acres. This is 20. I don't know if we have more around home that would work or not. Just frustrating it's not all dry. As hungry as I am, I was awfully tempted to stop at McDonald's and kill some time. I thought it was more responsible though to wait at the field. Wes from Pioneer is just bringing me seed as opposed to loading it on Chris. We're just a couple miles away from their seed shed and it's only like 20-some units. So it's not really a large amount, but big deal nonetheless that they're giving a service like that. Speaking of Wes, here he comes with some Pioneer 34 A98s, 20 acres worth. Dad got all this planted behind the farm today, and he's done a few other fields. He's been busier than I, but he's got a lot more dry dirt than I do. Another classic case of hurry up and wait. Gotta hurry up myself into the sprayer and just go start spraying stuff. You want to talk about logistical nightmare? There is Helena's 32 side dress bar. They must have been side dressing for us today. I'm gonna have to switch the tires out on the sprayer when it rains and start post spraying some of our early planted corn. Oh, jeez. It's gonna be a real headache. Looks like I found another field that'll plant in the morning. Looks pretty good. Moisture's not gonna dry off though with the sun being down. I wish all of our soybeans looked like that. Emerged. A lot of them are still sitting in the box. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take off and go pick Dad up. He's done planting for the evening. I'm a little frustrated, as you can obviously tell. Delayed planting, and the ground's just not as dry as it needs to be to make another big push before the rain tomorrow afternoon / evening. I was hoping to get 800 acres in the ground, maybe between both planters, and it's just not going to happen because it's not dry enough. I mean, a lot of our acres right now are in a pocket of our little microcosm that is a ½ an inch rain wetter than everything else we've been working. A lot of the stuff we are working and planting probably is a little bit on the wet side too, if that tells you what that stuff looks like. I don't know. Maybe we can get another little chunk knocked out tomorrow before we get rained out until mid to late May. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. As always, I greatly appreciate every single one of you continuing to tune in and support the channel. Your viewership means the world to me. Catch you all in the next episode. Until then, make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below if you have any questions. You know I love to talk about farming. Have a great day, everyone. Peace!